Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another manga review, or actually manga first impressions review. Today we're going to be looking at the first volume of Happiness by Shuzo Oshimi, published by Kodansha. The demographic here is shonen, and the genres are dark fantasy and supernatural. This is a vampire manga, so there you go. Animation or adaptation wise, I'm not actually sure if there is one. I don't see why there wouldn't be. But I don't really think that Shuzo Oshimi's works get anime very often because they are so raunchy and kind of wild. So I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever heard of a Shuzo Oshimi anime, but Happiness might be the one that could work, because if they made, what's it called? What's that? Tokyo Ghoul? I don't see why they can't make, Happiness, right? So, yeah, the premise here is basically that there's this basic vampire story. There's this sad loser boy, and he gets turned into a vampire through a convoluted reason, and he starts having to deal with that, very similar to Tokyo Ghoul in a lot of ways. But it has the classic Oshimi twist, which is that as he's going through this shitty situation, he also kind of has a sexual awakening, and also is starting to deal with like a weird girl, or maybe two weird girls in this case. It's really odd, Oshimi type shit. If you like any of his other works, you'll probably like this. The only negative that I can really see here is that it's vampires. I don't really like vampires all that much. I don't really think that they're super interesting. Like, sometimes they work, but I think it's a really played out kind of generic thing as well. I mean, I feel the same way about werewolves, though I do like werewolves a significant amount more than vampires. But I do think that Oshimi's take on vampires is a little bit more meaningful than the more generic, kind of like Twilight-esque version, because it is more close to the more like real, like original, like, what's it called? Like sexual repression kind of vibe. Or anti-sexual repression kind of vibe that the OG vampire stories had. So, I don't know, maybe I'm talking out of my ass, I'm not too sure, but it is pretty interesting. I would definitely read more volumes of it, but I don't necessarily think that this is something I would collect physically. It's just, it doesn't seem to be my vibe yet, and the fact is that most of Oshimi's work is really good, but also doesn't really have that much text going for it, and so it's kind of difficult to justify buying it if it's single volumes, because I can spend $10 a piece on each volume and then read it in seconds, and then I have to wait until the next time I have $10 or $13, $15, whatever the cost is, to buy it. But if I have it digitally, or if I buy it digitally where it costs me $1 or $2, depending on when I buy it, I think it's a lot more palatable, right? That's why the only Oshimi work that I've ever bought is Flowers of Evil, and I haven't finished collecting it yet because I've only bought the first omnibus, and I did like it a lot, but I feel like I get more for the same price out of all their manga, and so it's not working for me. But I do want to get around to reading the rest of Flowers of Evil at some point. But yeah, so if you like vampires, and if you like Shuzo Oshimi's art style and storytelling style, you'll probably like this, and I definitely recommend it if you do. If you don't, you probably won't like it. But if you like things like Tokyo Ghoul and Trojan X and stuff like that, you'll like Shu Ishida works, you'll probably like it as well. So yeah, go for it. I don't necessarily think it's really for me, but I don't really dislike it that much either, regardless of the fact that it is already fighting a losing battle because it is a vampire manga. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you guys think about Happiness, about Shuzo Oshimi. Let me know down below. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.